So I am here once again talking about terfs and terfdom and working with a terf when you're trans. And I was thinking about it, and the reason that there have been some people that I work with who I always just end up pinpointing as they're a terf. They're a terf, and there's no getting around it. There's nothing for it. I can't get through to them. They have already decided how they're going to see me and how they feel is acceptable as far as how they treat me. And I'm still trying to figure out how to more actively counteract that. But the thing is, terfdom, when it applies to trans guys, is just showcasing how a terf is the kind of feminist who is very much misogynistic and will uphold toxic masculinity, basically. And they use feminism as an excuse to get others. To treat other people, to treat males like they're stupid and incapable. They basically treat guys like they're someone that they're in competition with all the time, which is fucking exhausting. But the way they treat trans guys just really showcases how, they only know how to feel successful and strong and powerful when they're putting down men. And sometimes other women, because they're usually just assholes. But if they're putting down trans guys, then it's just like, I'm showing up, and then I encounter a woman who is usually really egotistical, and usually one of those, everything is a competition, and because she probably only feels powerful if she's putting someone else down or besting them in the moment, instead of owning her worth, or maybe working on her worth and showing up with that, and being a professional person. But it's always just kind of staggering to me, because I show up and I know who I am, and I know where I stand with stuff. I know where I'm coming from. I realize other people don't at first, but oh my god, it's so inherently transphobic when I receive that level of misogyny from another woman, because she's so broken inside that she can only see my maleness, and that is a thing for her to attack, and she doesn't know any other way to interact with it. And since she believes, I know I'm saying this kind of blanket terms, I also have a specific person in mind, but she's created her worldview to include, oh, the river's really high, shit, the river's really high. She's included her worldview to mean that no man ever merits protection or space for vulnerability, or any kind of just patience, and patience or kindness, because they've kind of taken a standpoint of all men are bad, and I'm the woman, I can't really say women are marginalized. Women have been, persecuted forever, treated like property, have been property, in this country for, women have been legally free and sovereign in this country for less than 60 years. So, but anyway, it's just, there are some women I encounter that I know and I work with, and I've never not been nice to them, and they're so ready to just shoot me down and attack me at any fucking turn. and it's the only way that they know how to interact with me. And I'm assuming it's because they can only see my maleness, and they only know how to attack maleness. Sounds pretty fucking limited. But, what they're not seeing is, my lived experiences being seen and treated like a woman. My desire to break down misogyny is probably what freaks them out, because I do want to break down misogyny, because that's the only way to get to equality, and I want to get to equality. And equality is where everyone is protected and everyone is allowed both their strength and, room for vulnerability for them. And so I work with these fucking terfs, and it's just feminism. It's the misogynistic feminism kind of shit. And, when applied to me, it's just straight up transphobia. And they're exhausting. And so I'm still trying to figure out a way to more actively counteract that kind of behavior. It doesn't rattle me as much as it used to. This is peaceful. Just some snow on the riverbank in the winter. But yeah, it's like the more time that I spend with people who are like that, for one, like, it's so easy to just, when you get to a certain point in yourself and in your own healing, it's really obvious when people just really only derive any personal sense of strength when attacking someone else and trying to get the best of them. And that's sad, It's also really harmful and destructive, and it makes you a shitty person to be around. But I can tell how broken of a place that's coming from. And so I try to have patience with that, even though it's just like, oh my god, just fucking disrespectful to my fucking face. The upside is I'm not the only trans person there. But I think I'm the only trans guy there. But yeah, fucking terfs, man.